India takes over the chair of BRICS next year, donning the leadership role at a delicate time. The group, which also includes Brazil, Russia, China and South Africa, has emerged as a formidable voice of the global south, but faces challenges from within. Plus, there is criticism of the bloc from Washington, with which New Delhi is negotiating a crucial trade deal. Ishan Garg with this report for CNA on India's priorities and challenges as BRICS chair.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi wants to redefine BRICS as an acronym for building resilience and innovation, for cooperation and sustainability. India looking to drive home the message that its presidency will prioritize Global South while remaining responsive to developments around the world. Analysts say high on India's agenda could be developing the proposed investment guarantee mechanism to tackle climate change, poverty, energy transition and infrastructure. An institution that's not controlled by Western powers, but by BRICS nations.
Countries, especially the small countries of the South, don't have to go and fill in complicated forms in Washington, but they can do it in an approachable way. So one of the ideas is to have some kind of an institution, in addition to New Development Bank, which takes care of guarantees of this nature.
India wants to replicate its 2023 G20 presidency model, under which it took the multilateral meetings to around 60 cities across the country. The idea is not only to promote these places to the outside world, but also to tell Indians about the high-profile role New Delhi is playing at a global level. The biggest test, though, will be to balance the internal politics of the bloc and tackle pressure on it from the outside. India will have to keep BRICS positioned as pro-global South and engage Washington. India and China will also have to manage their relationship. Relations between the Asian giants have shown signs of thawing since 2024, but distrust remains. Adding to that are Beijing's ties with Islamabad, whom New Delhi accuses of sponsoring cross-border terrorism. But experts we spoke to believe that both sides could keep their differences aside for the greater good.
I think it is an open secret that China's support for Pakistani policies do create complication, but within BRICS, when it comes to developing common positions, I think China essentially cooperates with the other members. They will refocus attention on the sustainable development goals because they have to be achieved by 2030 and progress has been rather slow.
Another headwind is the US tariff regime under President Donald Trump. The American leader has threatened 100% duties if BRICS tries to replace the US dollar as a reserve currency. New Delhi is taking over the bloc's presidency at a time it's trying to strike a trade deal with Washington and secure tariff concessions.
The administration and the Foreign Office officials in USA, they are not vocal in either their criticism or their appreciation, but they acknowledge the fact that BRICS means no harm to America. As far as Trump is concerned, he's not going to change his views, so we have to live with that.
BRICS has expanded in the last couple of years to include nations such as Indonesia, Egypt, Ethiopia and Iran. The bloc accounts for about half the world's population and nearly 40% of global economic output. New Delhi's priority could be focusing on deliverables that matter to emerging markets and show that BRICS can unite members with common problems even when they may have competing interests. If India keeps the group aligned in 2026, it could shape how the Global South wields influence in a divided world. For CNA, I'm Ishan Garg in New Delhi.